What's up, everybody? Billy's Blues. It's been a couple days. I know you guys were chomping at the bit and just sitting there wondering, look on YouTube and refreshing, going, I know this guy's going to post a video any day now. Did he forget about us? No, I didn't. I've been working and more work. There's this thing called Christmas. It's coming up pretty soon. Got kids. You know how it goes. So, yeah, been working a whole lot. I had to work last weekend and was on call for Saturday and Sunday. So, and plus had some things I had to study for with tests coming up for work, and just been crazy. But wanted to let you guys know I was still here. And this week actually was very minimal, and by minimal I mean zero. I did get Zodiac, but it told me it wasn't going to be delivered until November, after I'd already pre-ordered it. I didn't wait for it to come out. I pre-ordered it. Then it said it was going to be middle of November. And then it told me it would be here tomorrow. So I guess it'll be here tomorrow then. So I'm excited to see that in 4K. I know the director's cut isn't in 4K, which I don't know why they do that. It makes me so mad. They did that with Nightbreed and Army of Darkness. So I don't know. There's only a few minutes difference to something like Kingdom of Heaven or Troy. Those extended cuts of those movies, both directed by Ridley Scott, now that I think about it, I feel like it just made the movie so much better, that if you take 5 minutes or 6 minutes away from a movie, I don't understand it. I'm sure there's probably a reason behind it, something the studio wanted, to trim it down a little bit. Some people don't like long movies. I digress. Nonetheless, I wanted Trap and I wanted Blink Twice, and neither one of those had a slipcover. I wanted Strange Darling, but I'm not paying $30 for a Blu-ray. Even with Trap and Blink Twice, with them not coming with a slipcover, they can miss me with that. I will find those movies when they're $8, $9 without a slipcover, because that's what they're worth. If you want to make a product and make it crappy, then you can wait for it to go on sale. So, what do we have left? We have Criterion. I put together a couple of movies that I've watched and that I enjoy, and also a couple that I do have that I haven't checked out yet that I do want to see. Of course, I accept all comments, good or bad. Don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel either. Once I get to 20 subscribers, I want to give away some more digital codes that I have. I've been looking at those digital codes now for a minute and probably got them memorized to just give them to you right now. But yeah, go tell your neighbor to subscribe to my channel, or go find, like I said, go find your grandma's phone. She won't know the difference. She probably doesn't even know how to work YouTube. Anyway, Criterion goes on apparently till the first couple days of December. I actually went to Barnes & Noble and was looking through the movies, and I don't mean to sound like that guy, but I think I have the Criterion, all the Criterions that I want. There's nothing that I'm missing, I guess, per se. I do want No Country for Old Men that comes out next month, and Paper Moon that comes out at the end of this month. But other than that, I wouldn't mind The Shape of Water, but I already have that in a 4K, so I'm not going to rebuy it again, even though the cover does look pretty nice. I'm good. Anyway, on with the suggestions. If you know anything about Criterion, and I suggest these movies, and you're well versed, in that avenue of life, you may already be very familiar with these movies. But I just wanted to, maybe if somebody's trying to get started, just a couple recommendations that I like. It doesn't mean these things are instant classics or anything like that, or maybe they are. It's subjective, and that's why I love movies, and that's why I like doing this channel. But onward. First one is The Game. I love this movie. David Fincher can do no wrong. Sort of. I digress again. But the game is a really good movie. It is with Michael Douglas and Sean Penn, and this movie is just amazing. I'm not going to go into too much about these movies. All I'm going to say is that his Michael Douglas's birthday, and his brother gets him a birthday present, and it does not go according to plan. We'll just put it like that. So if you have never seen this movie, I strongly suggest to go and watch it. I have asked many of people to watch this movie, and anybody that's ever seen this off of my suggestion has always come back to me and said, hey, you're a genius. Thanks for doing that. That's what I'm here for. Of course, most of these are all the same with the plastic case, so there's nothing really special. Obviously, no digital codes or anything like that in any of them, but clarity on the Blu-ray is really, really nice. Even if you can't find the 4K, which I noticed that Gummo was actually sold out at my store of the 4K. There was only 2 Blu-rays left, and there was a handful of each. But anyway, back to this. I strongly suggest watching this immediately if you haven't seen it. The game is a really, really good movie. Put that down there for now. Oh, In the Mood for Love. You wouldn't think it. You would think that I just like John Wick or Top Gun or Conan the Barbarian. Guess what? I have all those, and I do like them. This movie is probably in my top 20 favorite movies ever. I blind bought this movie when it came out. This is the 4K version. You can tell by the different cover. The regular Blu-ray cover has a completely different cover. So with this one, man, I loved it. It was so good. It was so entertaining. It's about 2 couples that live next door to each other, and she finds out that her husband is having an affair with his wife, and then they decide to start their own thing, but to keep it platonic and friendly, because what they feel their significant other's doing is wrong, and they don't want to be the same way. It's so good. If you don't mind foreign films, if you don't mind subtitles, this is a really, really good movie, and it's very entertaining. It's PG. I would say it's family friendly, but if you have younger kids, they're not going to like this. It's not going to entertain them whatsoever. The only thing that irks me about the movie is the main theme song of the movie. They play it over and over and over again. If you can get past that, this movie is amazing. Instant classic. Love it. Inside Llewyn Davis. Of course, got to go with these Coen brothers. Love the Coen brothers. They're geniuses. But Inside Llewyn Davis actually surprised me that I liked it a whole lot better after the movie was over. And I remember taking it out of the player. I was thinking, wow, that was actually really good. And it's something that I do want to check out again. I've only watched this once, and when I did watch it, I think it was this year. I'm pretty sure that I did watch it. I love the cat on the cover, little orange cat. So if you have not seen this and you do like Coen brothers movies, Big Lebowski, Blood Simple, of course, No Country for Old Men, and everybody starts off with Fargo. Nothing wrong with any of them in my opinion, but this is just more of the same, and it's well, the written screenplay is great, and the acting in it is just, it's amazing. Kurosawa movies. So I had got this one off of eBay. It said gently used. It looks like, I guess it's gently used. I've had movies that I've had over here for probably 14, 15 years that are like new or brand new. Whoever had this, maybe they had a leak in their house and they needed to sell the money, or sell this movie to get the money to fix the leak in their house because it fell on them. Anyway, it took some water damage a little bit, but the movie was super cheap and really good. I heard they're doing a remake. Spike Lee and Denzel Washington are supposed to be doing a remake of this. So pretty soon, everybody and their sister is going to say, I know that movie. That movie's great. I'm telling you now, It's really good. Long, 2 hours and 23 minutes. Definitely lengthy movie. But once again, if you don't mind subtitles, definitely check it out. This one was really good. Not going to go into a lot of them. I'm just showing you movies off recommendations. And if you choose to go into a lot of these blind, then I'm glad you did. Except for In the Mood for Love, I pretty much just gave you the synopsis of what the movie's about. I didn't spoil anything. Moving on. Another Kurosawa movie. Ikaru. One of the saddest movies I think I've ever seen. It's the same length as High and Low. It's 143 minutes. I really want to watch this again. The main thing that I remember from this is that there's a man, the main character in the movie, finds out that he's going to die and that he wants to experience certain things in life before he passes away. 1952. Man. Kurosawa he's the best, or was. I mean, he was a brilliant filmmaker, and I've got a lot of his movies, a lot of them even that are not on Criterion. I have the Rand Steelbook from him, but go down the lane of his movies, and they're amazing. I have the Hidden Fortress also, but I haven't had a chance to watch that one. This is another one I just got this year, Peeping Tom. Of course, had to get the 4K. I think I've shown this one off before. This was one of the, I guess, first serial killer or first slasher type movie. 1960. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about this before, so I won't go into too much detail about it. But if you're interested to know more about the genre of serial killers or slasher movies, this is pretty tame, especially compared to movies today like Terrifier. But if you are interested in movies like that, this is definitely a good movie to check out just to see where it all began and the cornerstone of where it started and how other movies branched out and even took some ideas from this, to try to make it their own. Triangle of Sadness is another one, very unexpected. 147 minutes, so it's a lengthy one. It definitely went down a path that I was not expecting. So it's pretty much about people on a cruise ship and some things happen. And there's a bunch of different stories, and a lot of them just come together. The ending is very divisive. People either loved it or hated it. I really like this movie. I got it in the 4K. I completely forgot it was in the 4K. I think this came on Hulu. Was it Hulu? Doesn't matter. It was one of the streaming services that it was on. I didn't even watch it on the streaming service. I just went ahead and got this. So it's a little bit more of a comedy compared to a lot of these other ones that I've shown so far. This one's a little bit more lighthearted. There may be scenes of action in it, but it's nothing over the top. So if you're looking for something that's a bit more easygoing and just a fun watch overall, and something that'll stick with you at the same time after you're done watching it, Triangle of Sadness is definitely the way to go. If you don't want to buy it, see if it's still on Hulu. So worse it could happen. Secrets and Lies. This one was suggested by another YouTuber that I watch and follow her channel. Once again, I don't know if it's okay to say people's names and things like that. But she has suggested this and said that it's really good and to give it a try. So I watched it, really liked it. Wow, 142 minutes. Yeah, these movies they're lengthy. All I'm going to say is that she finds out that that's her mom. There you have it. Secrets and Lies. Now on to the weird ones. Eraserhead. Out of the almost 2,000 movies that I have, this is definitely in the top 5 most strangest movie that I own. I can't think of really anything other that really tops this. It's, man, going back over this after I watched it and seeing what people's ideas about, the imagery and the symbolism behind it, it does make sense. And I was thinking, wow, I wouldn't mind rewatching the movie again. I do. I do mind. So it's such an odd movie. If you know David Lynch, he's definitely an acquired taste. However, I do strongly suggest Mulholland Drive. As long as you don't mind strange movies, movies that might just be not like your average popcorn going movies. Once again, 146 minutes, dear Lord. And they just came out with the 4K for this one also. This is just the regular Blu-ray. A buddy of mine had suggested that I watch this, and I checked it out. And yeah, I did have to actually go to YouTube and kind of, because there's so many things, and once again, I don't want to spoil anything. All I'm going to say is that there's weird stuff that happens in the movie, and if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But they kind of give an explanation of where your attention should have been and what Lynch was trying to say and do with the movie. So Mulholland Drive is definitely a good one. Honestly, if you're going to watch anything David Lynch, I would suggest watching Mulholland Drive or Inland Empire. I thought I had it over here. I guess I should be more prepared. Petite, my mom. This is from the same director that did Portrait of a Lady on Fire, which is also a Criterion that I suggest. This one is such a good movie. It's about two kids that meet each other and they become friends. A whole lot more to it. Shorter movie too. Yep, 73 minutes. Holy smokes. I know TV shows that are longer than that. If you haven't seen this, as long as you don't mind a slow burn, there's no cars that turn into robots, no houses exploding, no crazy murder scenes. I don't even think there's profanity in it. There's nothing about this movie that is going to be extravagant. It's a slow burn. It could be a play, a stage play. It's such a good movie, and I cannot wait to watch this again soon. I saw this last year, and it was one of my favorite movies from last year. So, man, y'all go out and watch these if you haven't. A couple of the ones that I'm excited to check out is, I think I showed this a couple days ago, but I'm excited to check out Rumblefish. All these other ones are still in the plastic. I like Francis Ford Coppola, so I'm excited to check that one out. Back in the 80s with Mickey Rourke and Matt Dillon. I did check out Gummo, and watching this again after have not seen it for a very long time, man, they were bored in this movie. I'm telling you, they had nothing to do. I got the 4K. It looks and sounds amazing. I really like the cover. It is a very strange movie. I'm not going to say I don't suggest this because, like I said, everybody's taste could be different. All I'm going to tell you is it's weird. Super odd. Buddy over here on the toilet is dressed up like a bunny. Just to kind of give you an example. La Piscine? I know how to say it in Spanish and English, but this is French. I'm not going to show the cover. Cover's a bit risque. So, yeah. But anyway, it's a French movie. Translates to the swimming pool. But once again, I'm still in the plastic and got a couple of the Criterions that I haven't checked out yet. So definitely excited to give this one a watch. Sorry that you get this side. Keep it PG over here. However, I love French movies. I love, obviously, Japanese, Chinese. Love all types of movies, and I'm very interested in checking this one out. It's from the 60s. So I've heard good things, and I'll have to get back with you on it as soon as I watch it. And Doctor Strangelove. Love me some Stanley Kubrick. Pretty much, I don't think I've ever seen a Stanley Kubrick movie that I didn't like. I haven't seen all of his, so I haven't seen this one, and had it for some time. So just excited to dive down the rabbit hole of this one. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and that it's a little bit more of a comedy, so a little bit more lighthearted than what I'm used to seeing from him. But those are my recommendations, just a few of them. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me, and once we get to the 20 subscribers, then I definitely do have some digital codes that I do want to give away. And if we can get to 20 subscribers by this weekend, I'll give away the Zodiac digital, and I've even got the Crow. You guys know you want the Crow. The brand new one. I'm talking about the brand new one, not the Brandon Lee one. I don't know why people hate on that movie. It really was not all that bad. If it was called, the Swan, or the Ugly Duckling, anything but the Crow, I don't think people would have hated it that much. But I'm trailing off. 20 subscribers. It's only 3 people. Go tell your grandmother. Go tell your neighbor. It's really not that big a deal. And it would mean a lot to me, at least. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. When I get other Criterions maybe that I come across, or just newer movies in, then I'll be back to talk about them and get your opinion on them. But I hope you have a great day, and we're almost to Friday. Take it easy, guys.